no. Okay, well this was actually played before the last series apparently, but whatever. What you gonna do? Hey guys, welcome back to Anomaly Cup number 1. This is Void Warrior versus Cabel in Group A. It wasn't played before? Well, it says this was played on the 12th and the other one was on the 13th. Maybe I'm just insane. Okay, watch the fever. Watch the fever, Cabel. Oh no. Oh, the base for a heal! Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, the carrier's got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Ah! Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. He only took 1,000 damage, guys. It's fine. Let's see. Oh no, Void Warrior! He's on fire too! Okay, he's cooling off. He's cooling off. Everything's gonna be just fine, guys. Everything's gonna be just fine. Goodness me. Okay, well, that fiasco aside, it's gonna be early Sandskippers here for Cabel. And Void Warrior already building them, so he's even earlier. And yeah, that does make sense, Carrier. So I guess you're right. Now, I mean, a word of caution about these Sandskippers, they're really not great against anything that moves. Well, I mean, they're pretty good against cruisers, I guess, except for, like, assault cruisers and stuff. But if you can get through to your enemy's backline and just blow up all their salvagers, you'll be pretty happy. So, you know, this is definitely playable, but it's not going to be as strong as Void Warrior is expecting. Early game against the Sandskipper Rush, you can either tech into a unit like Cabel is doing, or... Oh, he's actually got Systems 1 as well. Or you can just get a whole bunch of base footers, and Just Carrier is saying that in the chat, of course. Because base footers are actually going to counter the Sandskippers. They won't beat the PC, but you've got one of your own, you don't need to worry about that. The other thing about ConF is that at the beginning of the game, they don't have any vision at all. So... Oh no! No, he's going back! Don't go back! You really can't fight base footers with these. Unless they stand still. Base footer heal? Yes! Look at them die! Oh. Oh no, don't stand still! Oh! Why did he do that? Very sad, very sad. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, he's going for the rating upgrades. That's going to increase their speed. It unlocks the damage upgrades, which can increase their damage by quite a lot. But the thing I tend to find about Sandskippers is that, like, either they're doing their damage or they're not, so the damage upgrades are not super impactful. Oh gosh, this carrier is getting a little toasted, but we do have assault ships coming out, and I think that Cabel is going to be just fine. I say as he takes half of his health here. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, right, so the ConF mobility support, if it's not powered up, your units don't have any speed at all globally as well, so you really want to get that power up first, and then you can start worrying about getting upgrades for the unit speed. And again, you can see, very sad for the Sandskippers, they can't really do anything here. If you stand still, they sure can, but he's gonna keep moving. Always keep moving. Always keep moving. Production Cruiser actually will beat the assault ships here, I believe. Although it hasn't really been firing many shots at all. I don't totally remember how the ConF PC works when it doesn't have ref mode yet, but it's not super powerful. Even so, there's a kill. But yeah, you actually get a lot more powerful when you get that ref mode ability there. You're gonna have Railgun Fab coming out for Void Warrior now. And he has built a second PC, so that's gonna be good for him. Because I believe he'll lose this one. And I just wanted to say about this tournament in general, as, by the way, if this unit's dying, you should cancel everything it's building. You don't get a refund on that. I wanted to say about this unit, this tournament in general, that normally, like a situation like this, you just resign because the game's over. You lost a PC. Oh, Anomaly patch? I don't know. People are new enough to this that I think you could get away with a lot worse to start than that and still manage to win. So we'll see how it goes, but definitely Cabel in the lead. His carrier is at, you know, 1/3, so worth keeping that in mind. If he can get power 2, he'll heal that up eventually, but it'll take a while. It's those high power regen upgrades that are really going to start healing you a lot. And we have a heavy railgun. I love this. Really good answer to the assault chips here. They do have armor 3, I think. Just armor 2, I guess. So I don't think he's going to kill it in just like with one heavy railgun. But you can see he gets one of them. A heavy railgun's going to trade really, really well against assault chips. Sand skimmers, not so much. I would stop building these. I would stop building these. It's not gonna work out. Oh, he's gonna resign. Oh, I don't think he needed to do that. Those heavy railguns were actually doing fine. Heavy railgun, I guess I should say. There was only one of them. But yeah, Void Warrior, I mean, probably thinking, like, I've been in games where I'm this far behind before, there's really no chance. He's gonna GG out. But again, Anomaly patch, people don't really know it well enough. I think it's possible to win a game like that. Well, let's jump into the next one. And that is going to be on the Boneyard. Factions are the same. Whose pick was this, by the way? This is Cabel's pick. So I think probably he picked it last time, too. Me. Yes, indeed. You know, it's always kind of funny to me when I cast things at, like, a reasonable time that people remember what happened in the game. Because I'm used to casting, like... You know, these games were played 3 months ago. Hey, do you remember who picked this map? And they're like, I don't freaking know. Okay, boys. Get that carrier under control. Slight edge to Void Warrior there, although it looks like Cabel's not going to get that second tick, so they're going to be even on health. Yeah, I agree. If you power up mobility to, I think it's like 2, you end up getting like the normal stats for all of your units. But if you get your power up to 5, all your units are like speed demons, you know? So it's definitely a debuff to Conf in the early game. It's a massive buff to them in the late game. You really want to get those carrier power upgrades. In fact, if you watch the way that Just Carrier plays Conf, normally his build is like, I can't remember exactly what order he does it in, but he gets, you know... He gets another PC, and he gets Ref Mode, and he gets, like, Power 2, and then he gets Sand Skimmer Fab. It's crazy. But... Salve, you mean Base Runner, right? Yeah, the Conf Base Runner is unique because it doesn't get affected by the debuffs of the mobility support. And we kind of had to... In fact, look, it says that in the tooltip, except Base Runners. We kind of had to do that because otherwise the Base Runner would... When it's holding an artifact, it would, like... teleport into the Shadow Realm, as we like to say, meaning that it, you know, it has negative speed, and so it just goes flying off the map. And it looks like he's actually long-hauling Ryu's first here, which is interesting. And there's Railgun Fab, okay. Maybe he wants to make, like, an early play with the Railguns here. Because he might say, okay, Sand Skimmers, they didn't really work very well. I did a whole bunch of damage to Cabel, but I couldn't kill him. Maybe it would be prudent to try a different unit this time, which I agree with. As he builds the Sand Skimmer. Oh, no. But, Railguns would be very, very powerful. And I'd like to see him use that up in the early game here. That'd be kind of fun. Cabel's gonna yoink this artifact here and try to extract. You should probably pick it up before you go to the extraction zone. Oh no. Oh no, Cabel! Oh no! That's okay, that's okay. By the way, in the last series I had mentioned that every faction has got a way to open up the Rex for free. The way you do it as Conf is by firing the carrier missiles. And I hope that we get to see one of those during this series, because the Conf carrier missiles are crazy. I love them. Actually, I've always kind of hated them, but I love how much I hate them. Do you know what I'm saying? There was once a time where at Power 5 they could just range the entire map and it had a cooldown of like 30 seconds, and that was not good. Because, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Like, your opponent just sits in Fog of War and just barrages your base constantly, you know? Funny idea, though. Once again, too many Sandskippers, I think, but we do have a heavy railgun here, so that's gonna fare much better. This time as well, we don't have Armored Unit Defenses 2, we have Armored Unit Defenses 1, it looks like. And again, Sandskipper's really not contributing all that much, but this heavy railgun, if it would get involved, it'll definitely donk him. I think he got a little scared from that first game where he lost. But this is actually a fight that he could take. You really don't want to build too many Sandskippers, right? In this early game, you can always use those CUs on salvagers and fleet capacity upgrades. You don't need to spam Sandskippers. Not really going to be very useful at this stage. Uh-oh. Sal's going to start falling on the main here. Kind of carrier is getting involved, but it's just doing its damage much too slowly. Of course, it's not powered up at all here. There's the heavy railgun finally contributing in. But now some salvagers going to need to be replaced. And I would also say, if you don't have ref mode yet, no reason to be long hauling here when you can mine, you know, full efficiency from your main. So that's always the first thing you want to do. I forget, carrier, do heavy railguns still have area of effect damage? I know they used to at one point, but I think we got rid of it, right? Uh-oh, Soul Chip's coming back in. They're actually going to back out, but I mean, he could just come in here and do more damage, I think. Okay, just the shotgun blast, right? By the way, heavy railguns have a shotgun. I don't know if you knew about that. Uh-oh, look at the max artifacts, it's only 5! Ah! Well, it's supposed to be set to 9, but I said before we started that there would certainly be games where people would put it on 5 on accident. Base order heal used here, but again, you need to keep moving, that's the key there. That's okay, though, that's okay. He got the 2 artifacts out, that's what he really wanted. Well, I mean, you've seen Void Warrior play Jiraki, right? I mean, the way he plays is he tries to make the game really messy. And you can understand, that's a little more difficult to do when you move on to a new patch, right? He's not the kind of player who's just gonna go up onto 3 base and just have a nice, chill game. No, he's like, I want to kill you, man. Get over here, let's fight. So, not surprised to see him try to play Anomaly patch that way, too. And it definitely can be done, but he needs to reevaluate the build order, I think, is all. Man, these Soul Chips are actually kind of winning this fight here. Still no armor upgrades on the railguns. They don't have the shotgun or range calibration either. Range calibration is really good for that sort of thing, you know? Ups your fire rate, so you're gonna kill those things off a lot faster. I know you think range calibration makes you have more range, but it's an Anomaly patch. Nothing works the way you would expect. And Void Warrior, you're gonna GG out here. And that's gonna be it. A really quick 2-0 there for Cabels. That's quite fortuitous for him. This is Group A, mind you, and just Carrier's in Group A, so no one's gonna beat him. So you're all looking for that second place slot. And yeah, gonna be very nice for Cabel that he wins that first series that he fights. Apex is in Group A. Ooh, that is gonna be tough then. That is gonna be tough. Well, we'll have to keep our eyes out for Cabel versus Apex, but for now he's 2-2. Not bad at all. And I will catch you guys in the next one.